Look at where you're sitting right now. Look at the life you're living. Every single thing around you, your circumstances, your relationships, your bank account, your health, all of it is the result of what you did yesterday. And tomorrow? Tomorrow is being written by what you're doing right this moment. You see, most people spend their lives as passengers in their own story, waiting for something to happen, waiting for life to get better, waiting for the perfect moment. But let me tell you something that will change everything. You are not a passenger. You are the driver. And the road you're on right now is taking you exactly where your daily decisions are steering you. Every morning when you wake up, you hold in your hands the most powerful tool in the universe, the next 24 hours. These aren't just hours ticking by on a clock. These are building blocks of your destiny. Each decision you make, each action you take, each thought you allow to take root in your mind, these are the architects drawing the blueprint of your tomorrow. And here's what most people don't understand. Your future isn't some distant mystical thing floating out there in the universe. Your future is hiding in your today, disguised as ordinary moments, disguised as small choices, disguised as daily disciplines. The tragedy of human potential is that most people treat today like a dress rehearsal for life. They're always preparing to live, always getting ready to start, always planning to begin. But life isn't a dress rehearsal. This is it. This moment, this day, this opportunity, this is your life happening right now. And while you're waiting for the perfect moment, time is writing your story without your input. While you're waiting for inspiration, mediocrity is becoming your default setting. While you're waiting for everything to line up perfectly, others with less talent, less resources, less advantages are racing past you because they understood one fundamental truth. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Think about a farmer for a moment. When a farmer plants seeds, does he see a harvest the next day? Does he see fruit the next week? No. But does that stop him from planting? Absolutely not. Because a farmer understands the law of sowing and reaping. He understands that today's planting becomes tomorrow's harvest. He understands that the seed that looks insignificant today contains within it the DNA of abundance tomorrow. Your life works the exact same way. Every action you take is a seed. Every habit you form is a seed. Every relationship you nurture is a seed. And just like the farmer can't plant corn and expect to harvest wheat, you can't plant procrastination and expect to harvest success. You can't plant excuses and expect to harvest excellence. You can't plant mediocrity and expect to harvest magnificence. The power of today lies in its compound effect. One push-up today might not transform your body, but 365 days of push-ups will create a completely different person. One page written today might not make you an author, but 365 days of writing will produce a book. One sales call today might not make you wealthy, but 365 days of consistent effort will build an empire. This is the secret that successful people understand and average people ignore. Success isn't about making one giant leap. Success is about taking one small step, then another, until one day you look back and realize you've climbed a mountain. But here's where it gets interesting. Your past doesn't equal your future unless you live in it. Too many people are driving forward while looking in the rearview mirror. They're so focused on where they've been that they can't see where they're going. They carry yesterday's failures like heavy chains, letting past mistakes dictate future possibilities. But let me tell you something liberating. Your past is not your potential. Your history is not your destiny. Every new day is a clean slate. A fresh canvas, a new opportunity to rewrite your story. Some of you are thinking, but you don't understand my circumstances. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know the obstacles I've faced, and you're right, I don't. But I do know this. Every person who has ever achieved anything significant faced obstacles. Every person who has ever created something meaningful dealt with setbacks. Every person who has ever made a difference started from somewhere difficult. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of purpose combined with daily action. The prison most people live in isn't made of bars and walls. It's made of excuses and comfort zones. It's made of I can't and it's not the right time and I'm not ready yet. But these aren't facts. They're choices. Every time you say I can't, you're choosing to remain where you are. Every time you say tomorrow, you're choosing to waste today. Every time you blame circumstances, you're choosing to be a victim rather than a victor. The moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment your life begins to change. You see, most people major in minor things. They spend hours planning vacations but minutes planning their lives. They know more about their favorite TV shows than their own potential. They invest more energy in complaining about problems than creating solutions. But successful people understand that where focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, results show. They understand that you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic. They understand that extraordinary results require extraordinary effort. And extraordinary effort begins with ordinary daily actions performed with extraordinary consistency. The decision maker within you is the most powerful force you possess. Every single day you make thousands of decisions. What time to wake up, what to eat, what to wear, who to spend time with, what to focus on, what to ignore. These might seem like small, insignificant choices, but they're not. They're the building blocks of your character, the architects of your habits, the creators of your circumstances. Your decisions determine your direction, and your direction determines your destination. You can't make poor choices and expect a rich life. You can't make lazy decisions and expect energetic results. You can't make negative choices and expect positive outcomes. The compound effect is working in your life right now, whether you're aware of it or not. Every action is being multiplied over time. Every habit is gaining momentum. Every pattern is becoming more entrenched. This is why small changes can create massive results. A 1% improvement every day compounds into a 37-fold improvement over a year. A tiny shift in direction today becomes a completely different destination tomorrow. The question isn't whether the compound effect is working in your life. It's whether it's working for you or against you. Vision is the blueprint of tomorrow, but it's created today. Most people have wishes, but successful people have vision. Wishes are weak desires that depend on luck. Vision is a clear picture of a preferred future that demands action. When you have vision, you see beyond current circumstances to future possibilities. You see beyond present problems to upcoming solutions. You see beyond today's limitations to tomorrow's liberation. But vision without action is merely a dream. Vision with action can change the world. Here's what separates dreamers from achievers. Dreamers talk about what they're going to do. Achievers do what they talk about. Dreamers wait for inspiration. Achievers create momentum through action. Dreamers make excuses. Achievers make progress. Dreamers focus on obstacles. Achievers focus on opportunities. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be isn't built with wishes and hope. It's built with decisions and actions. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one step at a time. The paralysis of perfectionism keeps more people stuck than any external obstacle ever could. They're waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect circumstances. But perfection is the enemy of progress. The path is made by walking, not by planning to walk. The book is written by writing, not by planning to write. The business is built by building, not by planning to build. Action creates clarity. Moment creates momentum. Starting creates solutions. You don't have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just have to take the first step to eventually see the whole staircase. Knowledge without application is worthless. You can read every book, attend every seminar, watch every video, but if you don't apply what you learn, you're just an educated person with an uneducated life. The cemetery is full of unrealized potential, unwritten books, unstarted businesses, and unfulfilled dreams because people knew what to do but didn't do what they knew. Don't let your potential die with you. Don't let your dreams be buried with your body. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Today, the building success through daily disciplines is like building a house brick by brick. You don't see much progress after laying one brick. You might not see dramatic change after laying 100 bricks, but keep laying bricks day after day, week after week, month after month, and eventually you have a mansion. Your daily disciplines are those bricks. Your habits are the mortar. Your consistency is the foundation, and your vision is the blueprint. Every day you have a choice. Lay another brick or let the construction site remain empty. Success is not an event, it's a process. It's not a destination, it's a journey. It's not something you achieve once and keep forever. It's something you create daily through disciplined action. Every master was once a disaster. Every expert was once a beginner. Every success story started with someone who didn't know how, but started anyway. The difference between where you are and where you want to be isn't talent, isn't luck, isn't connections. It's the willingness to embrace the process, to find joy in the daily disciplines that others find boring. The law of process says that growth happens daily, not in a day. You can't cram for success like you crammed for exams in school. You can't work out for 10 hours today and be fit tomorrow. You can't read 20 books in one day and be wise next week. Growth is sequential, not simultaneous. It's progressive, not instant. The bamboo tree spends 5 years building its root system underground before it shoots up 90 feet in 6 weeks. Your breakthrough might be one day away, but it's being prepared by thousands of daily decisions you're making right now. Pressure creates diamonds, but only when applied consistently over time. The struggles you face today are not obstacles to your success, they are opportunities for your growth. The challenges you encounter are not roadblocks to your destiny, they're stepping stones to your greatness. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, but only if you keep coming back. Only if you keep showing up. Only if you keep taking action. The universe rewards persistence, not potential. It responds to action, not intention. It honors commitment, not convenience. Fear is the dream killer that convinces you to choose safety over significance. It whispers lies about your limitations while hiding truths about your capabilities. But here's what fear doesn't want you to know. On the other side of fear is everything you want. Every breakthrough is preceded by a breakdown of fear. Every victory is won by defeating the voice that says you can't. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. But you'll never find that treasure by standing outside the cave, analyzing the darkness, waiting for the fear to go away. You find it by taking a step, then another, until the darkness gives way to light. Procrastination is the thief that steals your dreams. One day at a time. It convinces you that tomorrow is better than today, that later is better than now, that someday is better than this day. But tomorrow never comes for the procrastinator. Later never arrives for the hesitator. Someday never appears for the wait-and-see spectator. The only day you have is today. The only time you have is now. The only opportunity you have is the one in front of you right this moment. Procrastination isn't just delaying action. It's denying destiny. Comfort zones are the graveyard of potential. Nothing grows in comfort except complacency. Nothing thrives in comfort except mediocrity. Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone, in the space between where you are and where you want to be. Your comfort zone isn't protecting you, it's imprisoning you. It's not keeping you safe, it's keeping you small. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you're choosing to remain the same instead of becoming better. The people you surround yourself with are either helping you rise or helping you fall. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're the most ambitious person in your circle, you need a new circle. Your associations determine your aspirations. Your relationships influence your results. But it's not just about what others can do for you. It's about who you become in their presence. Iron sharpens iron. Eagles soar with eagles. Lions hunt with lions. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Negative influences are dream stealers dressed as friends. They're the people who tell you to be realistic when you share your vision. They're the voices that remind you of your failures when you talk about your future. They're the sources of doubt when you need encouragement, criticism when you need support, negativity when you need belief. Not everyone who started with you is supposed to finish with you. Sometimes you have to let go of who's holding you back to grab hold of what's pulling you forward. Self-doubt is the internal saboteur that questions your qualifications and magnifies your limitations. It's the voice that says you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not experienced enough, not connected enough. But self-doubt is a liar. It shows you your failures but hides your victories. It reminds you of your weaknesses but ignores your strengths. The antidote to self-doubt isn't self-confidence, it's self-action. You don't think your way out of doubt, you act your way out of it. Every action you take is a vote against doubt and a vote for belief. Consistency is the mother of mastery. Water doesn't cut through rock because of its power, but because of its persistence. The sun doesn't light the world through one brilliant flash, but through showing up every single day. Success isn't about intensity. It's about consistency. It's not about doing spectacular things once in a while. It's about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well, over and over again. The secret to success is found in your daily routine. Champions don't become champions in the ring. They become champions in their daily training, in their daily disciplines, in their daily decisions. Building unbreakable habits is like forging a chain, link by link, day by day, decision by decision. At first, the chain is weak and easily broken, but with each passing day, each repeated action, each honored commitment, the chain grows stronger. Eventually, what once required tremendous effort becomes effortless. What once felt foreign becomes familiar. What once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Your habits are either lifting you up or weighing you down. They are either moving you forward or holding you back. They are either creating your success or ensuring your failure. Finding mentors who've walked your desired path is like having a map in uncharted territory. They've already made the mistakes you're about to make. They've already overcome the obstacles you're about to face. They've already learned the lessons you need to learn. A mentor can compress decades into days, failures into wisdom, struggle into strategy. But mentors don't typically seek out mentees. You have to seek them out. You have to prove you're worthy of their time. You have to demonstrate that you're serious about growth, committed to action, and hungry for wisdom. Creating value before seeking value is the law of reciprocity in action. Too many people approach relationships with their hands out instead of their value up. They ask, what can you do for me? Instead of what can I do for you? But the universe operates on the principle of giving and receiving. You have to plant before you harvest. You have to invest before you collect returns. When you focus on adding value to others, value automatically flows back to you. When you help others climb their mountains, they'll help you climb yours. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, but only if you have the resilience to bounce back. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about recovering from it. It's not about never falling down. It's about getting up one more time than you fall. It's not about having an easy path. It's about having an unbreakable spirit. The phoenix doesn't rise despite the ashes. It rises because of them. Your greatest growth comes from your greatest challenges. Your biggest breakthroughs come from your biggest breakdowns. Your most triumphant victories come from your most devastating defeats. Learning to fail forward means extracting wisdom from every setback. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every failure contains within it the seeds of equivalent or greater success. But those seeds only grow if you plant them in the soil of learning, Water them with persistence and nurture them with action. Successful people fail more than unsuccessful people because they try more. They attempt more, they risk more, but they also learn more, grow more, and ultimately achieve more. Developing an unshakable mindset is like building a fortress for your dreams. External circumstances will assault your vision. Temporary failures will attack your confidence. Other people's opinions will bombard your beliefs. But an unshakable mindset stands firm in the storm. It bends but doesn't break. It struggles but doesn't surrender. It questions but doesn't quit. Your mindset is the thermostat for your life. It determines the temperature of your achievements, the climate of your success. Set your mental thermostat high and your life will rise to match it. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone. The future is not guaranteed to anyone. The only time you have is right now. The only opportunity you have is this moment. The only life you can change is the one you're living today. People die with their music still in them, their books still unwritten, their businesses still unstarted, their dreams still unfulfilled because they waited for tomorrow. They waited for perfect conditions. They waited for complete confidence. But tomorrow never came. Perfect never arrived. Don't let this be your story. The cost of delayed action compounds just like the benefits of immediate action. Every day you wait, someone else is taking action. Every moment you hesitate, opportunity is passing by. Every time you postpone, potential is being wasted. The cost isn't just in what you don't achieve, it's in who you don't become. The price isn't just in missed opportunities, it's in missing the person you could have been. Can you afford to keep paying this price? Can you afford to keep delaying your destiny? Making peace with imperfect action is making peace with progress. Perfect action is a myth. Imperfect action is a method. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it started. You don't have to see the whole path. You just have to take the next step. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to ask the right questions. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates competence. Competence creates success. But it all starts with imperfect action taken today, not perfect plans made for tomorrow. Starting where you are with what you have is the only way anyone has ever started anything significant. Moses had a staff. David had a sling. The boy had 5 loaves and 2 fish. They didn't wait for better tools, bigger platforms, or broader influence. They used what was in their hands to create what was in their hearts. You have everything you need to begin. You have more resources than you realize, more potential than you recognize, more power than you perceive. The question isn't whether you have enough to start. The question is whether you have enough courage to start with what you have. Here's my challenge to you. Make one decision today that your future self will thank you for. Just one. It doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be intentional. Maybe it's finally starting that exercise routine. Maybe it's making that phone call you've been avoiding. Maybe it's writing the first page of that book. Maybe it's taking the first step toward that dream. Whatever it is, do it today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Today. Because today is all you have, and today is all you need. Picture yourself 10 years from now. You're standing in front of a mirror, looking at the person you've become. What do you see? Do you see someone filled with regret for chances not taken, opportunities not seized, potential not realized? Or do you see someone filled with gratitude for decisions made, actions taken, dreams pursued? That person in the mirror is being created right now, in this moment, by what you choose to do today. You're the artist, and your life is the canvas. Every day is a brushstroke. What masterpiece will you create? Your future self is depending on your present self. Your tomorrow is trusting your today. Your destiny is waiting for your decision. You have within you right now everything you need to create the life you want. You have the power to choose, the ability to act, the capacity to grow, the potential to achieve. The only question that remains is this: will you use it? Will you act on it? Will you do something today that creates the tomorrow you desire? The time for excuses has passed. The season of procrastination is over. The era of waiting has ended. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your opportunity. Your future is not somewhere out there waiting to happen to you. Your future is right here, right now, waiting for you to create it. And it all begins with what you do today. The power is in your hands. The choice is in your heart. The time is now. What will you do with it? Remember this: success is not an accident. Greatness is not a mystery. Achievement is not magic. They're all the result of daily decisions backed by consistent actions, driven by unwavering vision. You have the same 24 hours as everyone else. You have the same potential as everyone else. You have the same opportunity as everyone else. The only difference between those who make it and those who don't is what they do with their today. So what will you do with yours? Your future is watching. Your destiny is waiting. Your greatness is calling. And it all begins with what you do today.